Hello everyone. Today it's gonna be weird because Angel's, well, not here right now. We are here with Chilled though, so...
I'm more like the guest star that shows up for like every 5 out of 6 episodes. I expected Angel to be here, but it was like, I'm taking his place for today. How the tables have turned.
Yeah, I'm still annoyed about... whatever. So, what do you want to start with first? Because I have no idea what we're doing for this for this podcast.
Oh, we're just going off the dome. We could start with some... You know what? You go ahead. I've heard that you've been thinking about Super Robot Wars 30, I believe, right? 30?
Yeah, it's 30. Although it's not the 30th game, it's the 30th anniversary.
Alright, go ahead.
So, Super Robot Wars, how'd you start with this? Give me 1 sec to check the stream to make sure everything's working like it's supposed to. But I'll talk while I do it, just so we can. So, Super Robot Wars 30 is pretty interesting in the fact that it's my favorite Super Robot Wars to date. But that's because it's non-linear. Normally the Super Robot Wars games are like linear with a choice or two once in a while, which diverges the story from that point. This time you can choose who you have. So Super Robot Wars SRW is what I'm gonna start calling it. Oh god, where do I start with Hello everyone. Today. Yeah, okay, that's working. Give me a sec. I don't think the... Okay, it is working. I don't know why it's not showing up. Okay, so... Super Robot Wars is basically... Chilled, how much do you know about mech?
Like mechs in general, or the actual series that we're about to go into?
Well, Super Robot Wars is a collection of all mech anime, pretty much. It's kind of like Project X Zone.
Yeah, I know barely anything. Go ahead.
Hold on. God damn it. But, so, this Super Robot Wars, I'd actually have to look at a list, but they're coming out with, this is the first time they've also put, mechs behind a paywall. But I actually can forgive this because you know how many licenses are involved in a Super Robot Wars game?
Yeah, I'm guessing it's like a Dead Daylight situation where like they have to pay the rights holders to keep them?
Yeah, and, well, except Gundam, because Bandai owns Gundam, or at least Sunrise Studio, I believe. But, God, I don't know how to put it, but, this is for at least the West. You could import the games and they'd have like English subs and all that because they knew they had an audience, but... So, Super Robot Wars. The ones that they have this time were Lelouch, Code Geass, basically. Which, they've never been able to do Code Geass right. Well, sort of. Gundam Victory, which was the weirdest, and I think it's also the one the creator of Gundam is like, no, this sucks. Don't buy this. And, okay, it is live. Don't know why I didn't say that. And there was, they also added a new series, 2 new series, I believe. Majestic Prince, and... What is the name I'm thinking of? God damn it. Magic X Sword, which is an isekai mech anime, which I'm surprised about. But, yeah, Super Robot Wars is very good at, I want to say, fixing problems, because, you know, all the protagonists have their own stuff they dealt with by themselves, and now they have all these other protagonists helping them out.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, anyways, I also, with the PC version, you can add custom music, because each mech has their own, like, soundtrack. So, I really, really, really love... I put for Callan, what's the name? Night Witches from Sabaton. It worked really well for some reason. So, oh boy. Anyways, I do love Super Robot Wars. It's what got me into mech anime in the first place, but I hate that they're putting the stuff behind the paywall. I also made an incorrect assumption in one of my recent streams where I'm like, oh, I thought they were gonna have Iron-Blooded Orphan, and then I looked, I'm like, and then I look in the DLC, it's DLC 2, where they're at an Iron-Blooded Orphan. I'm really sad about that. But yeah.
Oh, wait, how you doing?
What?
Like, you said you were disappointed in something, or did I hear that wrong? Sorry.
No, I'm disappointed that Iron-Blooded Orphan is behind a paywall. I get why, I'm just still disappointed about it, because I've recently grown to appreciate at least Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphan. But also,
okay.
I'm wondering, because each character has their own scenes in it, right?
Yep.
Like, they talk to each other and stuff. It's weird, because at least for the pre-order stuff, the SRX and the Cybuster, the characters who pilot those, which I'm also disappointed we can't switch mechs, because I don't like the Huckbind for a mech. I don't like its upgrade form, I should say. It's really too bulky for me. That's more Angel's thing than mine. I like mechs that look sleek and, you know. But anyways, I do say, if you guys do not have Super Robot Wars 30 and you're into mech anime, like Gundam, I would recommend getting it. They also used to have Evangelion as well, but that was Super Robot Wars V. So
These are a lot of numbers and letters that don't correspond.
well, V is just V. VTX was the newest ones until 30 came out. Oh yeah, they always say that 30 is just because it's its 30th anniversary, and all this, so Super Robot War games are disconnected. It's like Final Fantasy.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah, so they're not connected to each other. They have the same themes normally. No, not same themes, because Super Robot Wars V and X were about love. Super Robot Wars T was basically a ragtag band of people, and 30 is... God, how do I put 30? 30 is you're an autonomous corp. 30 is weird. Now that I think about it, 30's plot, I still don't know what the theme is, so... Anyways, that's all I have for Super Robot Wars 30. So,
Alright.
did you say Dead by Daylight had a new chapter?
Yeah, they're coming out with a new chapter. Like, they didn't release the characters or yet, but it seems like the killer is an artist of sorts. There's this little thing going around where the killer is either an artist or the entity has a cult in the real world. They're dragging people for the entity into the daylight.
Okay.
And the survivor's a cop. But the killer is the more interesting thing here.
I haven't played Dead by Daylight in forever, and I don't think I want to with unless they fix that, which I doubt. Remember the totems?
Oh, they fixed those.
They did? Is it now? How does that work now? I haven't been paying attention.
Okay, wait, okay, what is your exact issue with the totems?
The fact that, the blessed totems, as I call them.
Oh, wait, what's wrong with them?
The fact that they can... It's more that it feels unfair that they can, notice on the Killer Main and kills more both. But,
yeah,
so... It feels like it's unfair that survivors can keep placing them down, and down, and down. When killers are limited to...
They did, like, you could still keep doing that, but they made it where it's kind of harder at the same time to do it.
Okay, okay, good. So at least they listened about that.
Yeah, okay, so the main thing about they changed is that, you still activate the totem's power if you cleanse it or bless it. So let's say, for example, if you had Hunting Grounds running, right? You're playing Spirit or whoever with Haunted Grounds, and the survivor thinks, you know what? I'm gonna bless this totem. Haunted Grounds will still activate if they bless the totem. So anything that's based off the totem itself still activates. And they made certain perks, like you remember Thrill the Hunt? I think it's called where like get notified if someone touches a totem.
Yeah.
They also upgraded it, so I believe it takes longer to bless a totem.
Okay, that's good. So they're making counterplays. I still didn't like. There was a lot of outrage when when people learned that.
Yeah, I was more in the middle because it was like, oh wow, survivors have something to do with totems, but it's more like, Jesus, these totems, they're really strong. They provide a lot.
And then it's like, what about us killers who can't, who already have to micromanage every single little thing?
Yeah.
Oh god, this is why I don't play Dead by Daylight.
You should come back to it.
I know I should. I haven't played
because
god, if I go back to it, then I can rope DJ into going back to it. I haven't played with DJ in forever, though.
Yeah, please, because like I'm with a new group now, because like no one really plays Dead by Daylight now, so I'm with another group now most of the time. But yeah, if you ever do come back, I'm ready to play like all day. Plus, it's just funny because at first, the first couple of weeks of the new totems, everyone was playing the character, but you know it did its time, so you barely see the totem now. Like it's still strong, but everyone's staying back to their original builds.
I'm trying to think of one. Oh yeah, they aren't they? God, how strong is Nemesis?
Nemesis, he hasn't really changed since you've gotten off, but he's still good. Probably like B tier, A or B tier.
I've heard Pinhead's good too.
Oh yeah, Pinhead. He is.
Like he's
the thing.
If you like mind gaming, I think is Pinhead. Like Pinhead's amazing if you're good at mind games and stuff like that.
Yes, he's a mind game killer. He's a you have to think ahead killer.
Yeah, so maybe I'll try that because I'm good with killers like that the most. Unless it's Demogorgon, but then they're taking away all my.
Oh yeah, that too. This month they're taking away the map and everything, so you have to get everything now.
They're taking away Hawkins. They could have left They could change Hawkins around to no longer be Hawkins because Hawkins was such a good.
They could, but they went to such lengths to remove themselves from Dead by Daylight. You know the perk names, right? Like they're basic. They changed the perk names. They went that far. So I'm pretty sure they didn't want the map there.
God, but the map is so good. Well, the map's so good if you're a certain killer, but.
Yeah, but really we got Netflix to blame for that since they're doing their own gaming thing. Plus also for everybody there, Netflix has launched their gaming service on Android, on phones. And they have pumped out Stranger Things games on phones, so they put that out.
Wouldn't it be better though to work with Dead by Daylight though for that? Like that? I mean, wouldn't it be? Sorry.
I feel like it would, but Netflix wanted to do their own version of
Yeah, Netflix has been weird. Like that's good advertisement. Just Dead by Daylight, good advertisements. It's actually what's like, oh, I have to check out Stranger Things. Because I've never had an interest until Dead by Daylight. But okay, so that's Dead by Daylight. I'm trying to think of what else I want to talk about. There's VHS.
Oh yeah, go ahead. I've heard about it, but I haven't really delved in myself, so I'm totally blank here. No.
It's Dead by Daylight technically, except that the goal isn't to do generators. We're talking about the game, by the way, not the thing, not the actual VHS or the horror movie. So, the goal of VHS isn't to do generators, and this is gonna sound weird and some people hate this, but I'm like, it at least gives me something to do. It's also about, basically killing the monster as well. You're both trying to kill each other. But...
Ooh, okay.
So, you get, so there are two different weapons for the survivors, which are teenagers, technically, but, The two weapons are, I think there's a stun weapon and then there's a kill weapon. You can mess up with the kill weapon, so you have to be careful and you have to, so it's always like strategizing against each other, which is what I like. I'm like, it gives us something to do, stops the survivors from hiding because you can't beat the game if you hide. And from what I heard, one of the people I've been watching has said, give me a sec, I have to kill something. Goddamn bugs. But has said, basically, one of the people I watch, because he used to be a Dead by Daylight person, and then he switched over to like in VHS. God. It's, it has bullying potential, but more than likely you're not gonna work together. The bullying potential is there, like it is for most games like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a versus game. If there's a versus of any kind, doesn't matter if it's Call of Duty, chess, or whatever, there's gonna find a way.
Yeah, but the game this time though is I've checked out the monsters. They also, unlike the Dead by Daylight devs, but you kind of don't. How do I put Dead by Daylight and the devs in their games? They don't play their game. If that makes sense.
I can feel that. Like, I won't say that entirely because there's a lot of the staff that are, like, very active, that try, but it's really the main people, they're what causing what's happening now.
Yeah. The VHS devs, you can see on their stuff, they are playing the game. And they're showing off, like, different strategies. So right now, there are only 3 monsters. The Puppet Master, the Werewolf, which is like the Demogorgon. The Werewolf is basically Demogorgon. Aggressive attack. Puppet Master is mind games and strategizing. And then the Bioweapon is the balance between the two. From what I've seen. But it's an interesting game. I don't really know much since there hasn't been much. Or like, there hasn't really been. I would rather save my judgment for when it comes out. But I am hyped for it. It does. So one thing I'm worried about is that it's going to be free to play.
Oh wait, why is that a bad thing? Actually, I get both sides here. Go ahead.
So free to play. Well, for me, it's not a bad thing, but some people, I'm just putting out there for people who have that issue with free to play games. So free to play. I don't know how their currency or anything is going to go. But I'm wondering if it's just going to be skins. Which could work. It will work, actually. I take it back, it will work. And it'll probably have more I think it'll have more of a following than Dead by Daylight just because it's free to play.
Yeah, that's a massive boost, but like you said, free-to-play games, they have the issue of how do we monetize fairly, but without going broke. That's like a hard thing to manage.
It might be new monster, kind of like Dead by Daylight does, which is fine. I'll take that, honestly. Dead by Daylight just annoys me because you're paying this amount of money, right, to already get the base game, and then you have to pay more for the other stuff.
Yeah, but it really kind of offsets that with being like a $30 game to a sort, but then it's the fact that you can't really blame them because like the original killers, you can get for free, like after paying the base $30. But it's the other killers like Nemesis and all that, they have no control over that. You have to pay for those. Those are the rights holders.
Yeah. So, I am wondering what they're gonna do for licensed killers, if they will use licensed killers, but it doesn't seem like it. Anyway, that's VHS. Oh wait, didn't we have a video? Didn't I send you a trailer?
For Resident Evil?
Yeah, the new one. Want to talk about that?
Yes. Yeah, because I have some stuff to say about that, actually.
Then take it away.
So the new Resident Evil trailer, I was just thinking about it. Oh, the title says Raccoon City. Okay, we're doing Raccoon City. Hold up.
I might, well, I'm not gonna watch it because I don't have my, actually I can watch it because I have my phone on me. But I've seen enough yesterday, so.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. But like I said, the Resident Evil trailer, it looks interesting. Say, oh, Raccoon City. Takes place in Resident Evil 2. You watch the trailer? Okay, wait a second. It's like a hodgepodge.
Yeah.
It's just a fusion of stuff. Because you see Lisa Trevor, I forgot which game she's from, but it's from the prequel of Resident Evil 1. I think it's called Zero.
I think Lisa's from 1. I remember actually Lisa because she scared the shit out of me when I was playing it.
Yeah, Lisa Trevor, she's like the hunchback of Under the Caverns, all that, under the house.
Yeah, I think this time she's in the orphanage.
Ah, okay. And like that's fun, which the thing is I really hope this movie is good. Because it actually, like, CGI could use some work, but as long as it's good, I don't care. I really don't care. But yeah, it looks like a hodgepodge, and it's just funny that the actor for I believe it's Leon, he's from Victorious. That's the first thing I thought when I saw he's the Victorious actor.
I know not the developer. God, I'm thinking game terms here, chill. But I mean, I know the director has played Resident Evil 1 and 2 and is a fan of the 2 games. So, we'll see how that goes. I'm curious. I do love, and I mean I love how Lisa Trevor looks in that.
Oh yeah, because it seems like they're more the practical effects seem stronger than the CGI, which I actually like. It's interesting.
Yeah, at least it's not Resident Evil the movie, the original ones.
Okay, I'm gonna say this now. Those are oh wow, I can't speak. Those are not meant to be taken seriously. They're just, I just want to waste some time. I want to have some fun. I'm not expecting some complicated story. I just want to see some zombies and bioweapons die. That's really what those movies are.
It was good. I mean, don't get me wrong, I liked it, but I think like close to the end of the series, it just got ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember I saw the first one. Like that was one of my favorites, probably.
I think for me it was. God, I've seen most of them. I think mine was which one was it? When it was Around the World.
I'm trying to remember. Like they're all blended in. I can't.
This is the problem. It was the one with Wesker. Wesker had a more prominent role.
Oh yeah, and they had the zombie dogs, and I think it was a white lab. Like that fight.
I don't remember, but I just know that I love that. I miss Wesker in the games. I really do.
Yeah, but it's also kind of funny that I don't know because I have to look up the cast after this. But when I looked at some actors, they're like, okay, but you know who Jake Muller is, right? Wesker's son?
Yeah.
Because I was looking at one of the actors, I'm just like, he look like he can play Jake Muller. Who is he playing? So I have to search those up after.
I'm really excited though for this. If it does well, it is on a budget. It is a low budget B movie, but that's what the original Resident Evil games were. They were basically B movie horror.
And if I'm right, they're on the same budget of the Mortal Kombat movie that came out like a few months ago. They're on the same budget.
I think this is gonna do a bit better than the Mortal Kombat movie though.
Yeah, because most people like Mortal Kombat, that movie, because most people went in for a cheesy movie, so they got what they wanted. So it just depends on if that's what people thinking for the Resident Evil movie.
Yeah, and this is the first time other than CGI that Leon, I believe, has appeared. Other than the other movies, but he appeared late and he wasn't really prominent like in this.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, this is gonna be interesting, and if it does well, then we might see Resident Evil sequel, which is basically just 3, and we might see another sequel, which is 4. I really want to see 4. You know what I mean?
I wonder if they'll be so successful we'll get to the point of Village. I really want to see how that's gonna look.
I really am curious. No, I'm surprised they didn't do Resident Evil 7 and Village, because Resident Evil 7 at least contained in a movie, contained in a house and all that, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's too slow, actually. I'm just worried they're not going to be able to, they're rushing through the plot, but then somebody said in the comments, yeah, it's an hour and 47 minutes, but Resident Evil 1, you could actually speedrun if you knew what you're doing. The only reason it takes 2 hours for Resident Evil 1 is because you're backtracking and there's puzzles. So.
Yeah, and like you said, if they ever did a Resident Evil 7 movie, that would be more horror focused because like it's more closed, it's more busting at you, jump scares and all that. I feel like that would be like a good movie if you actually want horror. But the Resident Evil movie that we got coming out this month is right. I think it's this month.
Yeah, it's actually this month on the 26th, I think.
Yeah, so when it comes out, I'm expecting a cheesy movie, which will just be good in general. Because I went into Mortal Kombat doing cheesy. I got what I wanted, felt satisfied. I was kind of conflicted on a few things of how they treated some characters, but other than that, Mortal Kombat was a good movie.
It is a good game, but I'm trying to think of how best to describe my thoughts on this. I feel like this would be a good summer movie. They should have released this in summer.
You are absolutely right. Because I feel like this is like a New Year movie, like next year.
It feels like a summer movie. You know what I mean? Yeah, like that movie that came out. God, what was it? Where they went in the future. Which there were so many plot holes in that movie. I actually got frustrated.
It's on the tip of my tongue, but I like how the other movie that came on, Tomorrow War.
Is that it? Let me look that up. Rono did a thing on it as well. Yeah, it's the Tomorrow War. That's what it was. It's where they go and where like we were half wiped out from It was really.
Oh, the movie with Chris Pratt. Yeah.
It was really stupid. There were so many plot holes in there. I actually got frustrated.
I like how Hot Tub Time Machine came to mind. Now that is a masterpiece. If you haven't watched Hot Tub Time Machine, do that. That's a masterpiece.
Let's see. There's also God. Like, now we're just gonna go off on a tangent. We really had no plan for this stream, podcast, guys. It is a stream, too, because I am streaming this, but it's mostly a podcast.
Yeah, because my ideas, they're like short segments that I was gonna do in between.
Elden Ring. Actually, Angel sent me something like, oh, yeah, and that's, Let's Hope I Get In, chilled, for that.
Yeah.
Remember, I signed up for the closed beta, not closed beta.
Oh yeah, you did.
Test. I signed up for that network.
You did.
I'm hoping I get selected. I always get selected for those things, and then I always forget. I have a bad habit. Like I got selected for the Neo Alpha and Neo 2 Alpha and Neo 2 Beta, and I actually forgot. And then I got selected for the network test for Code Vein. I actually forgot that one completely. Which was my fault. I'm really, though, keeping... I think the first round is going to November 11th, which sucks because, you know what's coming November 11th?
Wait, what is?
Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Ooh!
So I'm like, god damn it! Like, I am gonna, just so I can have something. But, like, I want to play Shin Megami Tensei 5.
See, I'm seeing all these remakes, re-releases, remasters of games, but I just sit here crying because I'll never get the game I want. The Force Unleashed. I want these back. Please. Because I was addicted to those games on my Wii. I had both of them and I would play them over and over again. But one of the bad things about the Wii is that DLC is non-existent. So when I saw people playing like Evil Star Killer, where you could kill Luke and all that, I'm just sitting here like, I can't even do that.
Yeah, you're missing out. PlayStation now has them.
I know, but like,
I played that.
I don't know if I.
The second one isn't. The second one, which I didn't like the second one anyways, honestly. But the first one has all the DLC.
Yeah, because I'm seeing like I could pay for it, but I remember you need to have a stable internet connection. I don't have that.
No, like,
I can't.
other than that, I also like PlayStation Now just because I can download. Honestly, I like this feature that people are doing now, where you just pay $10 and you get like Ubisoft Plus, where you get like that's how I'm playing Far Cry 6 and all that.
Okay.
It's just cheap. I just like playing those for like what, $10 per month, and then you get all that, and then you can cancel it whenever you want. So yeah, I don't know. It just gives you a bunch of free games, pretty much. Well, free in the fact that it's $10, but all these other games are $60.
Yeah, I'll count that as free. That's like a steal.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'll play it. I'm just trying to. I have to play more Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but I'm so burnt. I'm not really burnt out on Ubisoft open world games. I have other things I want to play, and just like I don't really want to play. Like, I want to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but I don't want to play it at the same time. I kind of have to, like, once when I start playing it, that will be completely different. Let's see. Do we have anything else?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna add on to your Assassin's Creed point right here. I remember, I forgot if it was like Ubisoft's own personal show or was it E3, but they have a new Assassin's Creed game coming out called Assassin's Creed Infinite, I believe. I believe it's gonna be like Unity. So that'll be.
I know what you're talking about. Because
yeah.
Some people were talking about. I don't know if you know. Watch Dogs Legion has an Assassin's Creed character in it. And Watch Dogs Legion is modern day, so it was interesting playing that character and seeing how they did that. I'm like, so what you're saying is that this is probably what Infinite is gonna be. I think it's an not open world, multiplayer, right?
Yeah, Infinite is a multiplayer game that may be on the same scale or even more of Unity, which would be cool. Because I never played the original Unity, so an updated version of it would be great for me.
I'm trying to think of what else. Like, I love Assassin's Creed, but there's something on my brain I was trying to think of, and now I can't remember what I was gonna say because they. Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft. Oh! I had sent you something, which I thought was ironic. A Full Metal Alchemist. I remember now. The Full Metal Alchemist board game.
There's a board game?
Yeah, I sent it through Messenger to you. I'm like, wow, this was ironic because I found it right after we did our podcast. There's a board game coming out. Well, technically it's yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see it.
It's technically a card game, but it looks so complicated.
It does? It seems like a thing I would rather watch than play.
I feel like we could do a stream on this. I would play it, it's just,
No, because the whole stream will be just us trying to figure out how to play. Just 3 hours in. Oh, that's how we do it.
Nothing's as complicated as Arkham Horror, though. That game takes forever to set up, and then if you don't remember the rules, you're screwed. Oh god. Oh, Rune Factory. That's another thing. I don't know how much you know about Rune Factory, Chilled.
Nothing at all. Go ahead.
Alright, so how much do you know about Story of Seasons, which used to be called Harvest Moon, and then like there was something that happened and the Harvest Moon now isn't really Harvest Moon?
I know about Harvest Moon. I know about that.
Well, the Harvest Moon now isn't actually Harvest Moon. The actual Harvest Moon is now called Story of Seasons.
Well, I'm confused. Why the split?
Because the Natsume stole from, had the rights for the name Harvest Moon.
Oh, legal battle. Okay.
Yeah, that's why. But so I love what they're doing now with all of their games. Rune Factory is actually add-in for at least the NA version. Basically, you know, same-sex marriage for this one, which they already were doing for Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town, which is just a remake of Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town. And then Story of Seasons Pioneers of Olive Town, which I have, which I didn't really like it that much. Well, I liked it, but God. So that's coming out in I think that's coming out next year. Like, all the games I really want, which I am sad about. If you don't know, I've been having a bad year. Just I hate 2021. So I almost typed in Gundam. I don't know why I almost typed in Gundam. I have Gundam on my brain right now. But
I like how most of my topics were for Angel and both of you to speak on, because this is something I know Angel will be very passionate about to listen to. So it sucks he's not here for this one.
yeah. Well, if he wasn't passed out right now.
He got hit with the sleep. He got slump.
God. God, I'm trying to think. We've already done Monster Hunter 1 stream. I don't feel like going back into that. Since it didn't add anything. Well, no, we don't have anything.
I'm still waiting for the next Monster Hunter on consoles. Well, I mean, like, PlayStation stuff. I'm still waiting.
Think about how I feel. I'm still waiting for a new Fire Emblem to come out. I'm actually really annoyed about that. Actually, Fire Emblem Three Houses came out when? It feels like so...
I think the last one came out like 2018, 2019.
I think it was 2019, but it feels like so long ago. Yeah, it came out 2019, but it feels like so long ago. I feel like it was a 2018 game. I like Three Houses, but I want to see what they'll do for the other Fire Emblem. So... God. Oh yeah, Elden Ring. Angel sent me a thing for the chat. I mean, class. Classes.
Oh yes, send that to me. Again.
Yeah, I'll send it through Messenger. He sent me a thing through the... I'm just gonna, how do I put this? I'm just gonna screenshot it, because I'm too lazy. Give me a sec, there we go. There. Yeah, Angel sent me a thing for the classes. I believe it's the classes. It looks interesting. I don't know. Enchanted Knight for me sounds like it's gonna be fun. The magic for this game sounds fun.
I like how Bloody Knight caught my eye instantly. Bloody Wolf.
Yeah, Bloody Wolf. Angel is like trying to decide, but then I'm like, Angel, you know what you're gonna choose. You're gonna choose freaking Champion.
Big heavy hammer.
Angel,
big heavy weapon.
Or a Prophet, because they're also using a big heavy weapon, ironically.
If it's big, it's his.
Yeah, Bloody Wolf for me, or Enchanted Knight. But let's be honest, it's a Dark Souls type game, or it's a Souls game. Well, sort of a Souls game. It's an open world Souls game. But, let's be honest, I'm gonna create a character with different backstories for all the classes. God. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know if you missed our first thing where we talked about Elden Ring. But, so the way quests are gonna go is gonna be interesting.
Wait, say that again?
The way quests in Elden Ring are gonna go is gonna be interesting. I think they said there's gonna be no fetch quest, which I'm like, which me and Angel were both like, we have mixed feelings on that because fetch quests at least send you to locations you normally wouldn't go to.
Yeah, that's my thing too, because you could get me to go anywhere if there's a quest. Because you know me, I'm gonna do stuff.
And I'm like, oh, I would love to go different places. It has to be somewhat of a reason to do it.
Yeah, because if I see this place and I have two options, if one road has like a quest and stuff for me and the other one doesn't, I'm gonna go down the road with a quest.
I'm probably just gonna explore everything. I am hoping for a more detailed environment. I'm really hoping for a desert in this, for the map. And this is only because, like, what RPG, like, open world RPG have you played that doesn't have a desert if it's a Japanese game?
Deserts are symbolic of American design route.
Because I think most, like, Tales of, which I know you're interested in, but the Tales of games always have a desert. Always. Normally. God.
Alright.
I miss playing the Tale. I miss, like, my favorite Tales of game, which, again, just to remind people, this podcast is weird because we don't really have a topic, so we're just going off things off our head.
Yeah.
So, the Tales of games, for me, my favorite was Tales of Vesperia, and I'd recommend that for anyone. Then, I love Tales of Berseria, or however you say that. And, Tales of Xillia was weird. I don't really like I haven't played it, but I don't really like the look of Tales of Arise, or at least story. And I heard they got rid of the skits. Or the skits are way different than how they normally are.
Wait, what do you mean?
You've played Tales of, have you played Tales of Arise?
Yeah, I played it.
Okay, so Tales of Arise, the skits are different, which they're the ones where they talk about stuff.
Oh, okay.
When you press a certain button or whatever, I don't know how it works for Tales of Arise, but old skits were if you did something weird, like Tales of Vesperia, if you ate a cold item, if you cooked food and it was cold in the not the desert, the ice area, you would actually get a skit where they're like, whose bright idea was it to make Cerber in the freezing cold? And it just added characterization to the characters. But you'd have skits for like that, skits for like after certain events happen. But Tales of Arise, I think, just recapped what happened.
Okay.
So, like gameplay-wise, Tales of Arise, I think, would probably be my favorite. But story-wise and character-wise, nah. Like Tales of Vesperia had some interesting characters, and they weren't good. And by not good, I mean they weren't like goody-goody two-shoes. Technically, Tales of Vesperia, Yuri wasn't goody-goody two-shoes either. I just like Yuri. I don't know, Yuri was my favorite character in the entire game series. Just because he was already like 21, so he already knew what he wanted to do. He already had his morals and everything else. And so, yeah, Chilled, if you ever get the chance, I recommend playing Tales of Vesperia. Even if it's the definitive edition. Actually, I do recommend definitive edition, since they added content from the PS3 game.
Duly noted.
Combat, I will say the combat is weird. Like, once when you unlock start unlocking stuff, the customization is amazing. But goddamn did it suck. It's slow at first for combat, because skills are unlocked by using items. And by items, I mean like using certain weapons will unlock new skills.
So it's like proficiency.
Yeah.
The more you use it,
Yep. So it's unique, but god, is it just annoying grinding that out if you weren't doing that throughout the entire game. I think that's also the last one. That's close to the last one that had ultimate weapons, or forbidden weapons, because they're, I think Xillia was the last one that had that, and then Berseria did away with it, or maybe Zestiria, I don't know which one. But like these forbidden weapons, which added a new boss after you collected all 7, right? So it added a boss, another final boss form for the final boss in Vesperia. But if you beat that final boss form, which they actually increased the final boss difficulty because he gave me more trouble than it was worth. But if you beat that final boss, you get the Awakened version, and if you do a New Game Plus, because Tales of Vesperia is one of those games where you have to replay it, because there are also side quests you can miss if you're not looking for them.
That's the type of love-hate relationship I have with games, because if it's any other game, I'll do it. If it's an RPG, I don't know if I can take myself to do a New Game Plus.
But when you do that, the weapon, as many kills as you've gotten, that actually adds more attack power to that weapon. So like my 8th New Game Plus, my weapon was doing a ton of like one-shot and everything. I'm like, maybe I am overpowered in this game now.
Oh, you think? You probably didn't think that after you like blow down a whole building with a kick?
Oh god, I love Tales of Vesperia. It's so different. Like, it might just be because it's my first Tales of game, but... And speaking of another game series I want to get you into, Chilled. The Trails of game.
Oh my god. Trails of?
Yeah, it's actually called Legend of Heroes. It's a Falcon game.
Trails of.
Yeah, it's Trails of Cold Steel. That's like but the original one was Trails in the Sky. A lot of people say, oh, start with Trails in the Sky. I just say, whichever one you want to start with, Just know that with Trails of Cold Steel, you're going to have to do Trails of Cold Steel 1, Trails of Cold Steel 2, Trails of Cold Steel 3, and then Trails of Cold Steel 4. But they're fun. I'm trying to think if there's any other game I want to, like, that's coming out. Shin Megami Tensei 5. That's coming out really soon, actually. Like, what? That's like a week away?
If it is, that's good for me, because I played Persona 5, and there's one on PSP a long time ago. I played that.
Oh, Persona 3 Portable? Or Persona
That's
3
probably
1.
it.
Or Persona 3 1 or Persona 3 1. Persona 1 or Persona 2?
I have no idea, because I was back in elementary school. I have no idea why I had it, but I played it. But I played Shin Megami Tensei back on, the one that says featuring Devil May Cry, Dante.
Oh,
long time ago.
Nocturne. The third
Nocturne,
one, which they remade for Switch.
Yes. So like I said, I'm just jumping across. That's what I'm thinking.
You don't have to worry much because they're not connected. Also, Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. Spoiler alert for people who haven't played it, which I'm imagining a good deal because it was a 3DS game. But oh god, how to put it? It's confirmed that the multiverse is a thing in Shin Megami Tensei, and the multiverse is actually a living being called the Great Will. And that god in Shin Megami Tensei, the one that's like evil, is actually not the Great Will. So
it's connected without being connected.
Yeah, which is why. So even Persona is connected to the Shin Megami Tensei series as a whole. Oh god, Persona is weird. Like Angel said, I'm really hoping the next one is college for 6. Or we're more adults, because god, I don't think I can ever do another. I'm kind of tired of the high school setting for Persona. Oh wait, Chill, have you seen the Shin Megami Tensei 5 character?
I don't believe I have.
Okay, so there are 2 forms for him. Oh god, I already just saw something called Harder and Better Than Ever. Wait, what is that? Oh yeah, they're adding, they have less demons than 4, because 4 was a 3DS, so it's 2D graphics. What is that? Hold on, sorry. I'm like looking at this. Okay. I just thought I saw it. Okay, so this is protagonist. Okay, that's in my downloaded games folder, so I'll just do that. Give me a sec.
Also, I'd just like to say we're on a time limit for today because my phone is almost dead and I can't find a charger in this junk. So
yeah, I'll wrap it up with this. And then we're already at the 50 mark, so we should be good. I'll wrap it up like soon. And then this is the other protagonist. I mean, this is the protagonist's true form. Well, no, merge form, I should say. Which has like makings of two different protagonists. But dude, when I first saw that form, I sent it in Discord. When I first saw that form, Chilled, I'm like, holy crap, are we sure that's not a girl? But I am looking forward to it. It's definitely going to be different from... Also, the fact that we're back to 3D instead of 2D. No, okay, for real. Like, you know how in anime girls have, like, long eyelashes?
Yep.
The eyelashes on this dude are... I'm so not used to that. Like, the Demi Fiend was very masculine. I mean, he didn't have a shirt on when he was in that. What's up? God damn it, Angel. Anyways, I might end this now, Chill, just so I can, you know. I'm gonna force Angel to now watch one of my games. I don't give a shit what he watches. If you guys do not know if you guys want to know what's happening right now, Angel just commented in Discord. So, okay, we're gonna end the stream here. We're at 53 minutes. Next stream should be... What's the date?
Today is the 6th.
I don't want to go... God. Chill, do you think you'd be up for something, I'm trying to think, because, like, isn't the 14th, like, 20th I don't want to do, because the 20th will be, like, around Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's a Saturday.
It's around Thanksgiving, isn't it? Or, like, close to that.
Yeah, it's close to Thanksgiving.
Yeah, one of the next week, whatever, and then we'll just take a 3-week break.
Yeah, I can do that.
Alright, we can... Alright, so, yeah, so next week's... One day next week, next Saturday, 13th.
I can actually do that, yeah.
Alright, so next Saturday, 13th, and we'll see if Angel's there. I swear to God. There are so many issues I have here, but... so I'm gonna end this here because I don't want Chill's phone dying anytime soon, so...
I'm on 1%.
Yeah, okay, I'm ending. We'll see you guys later.
Alright, everybody. Thanks for having me. I'll most likely be here for the next one.